I believe Arkham Asylum draws from a book based around Batman. Man, I forget the title. It's
You were making a point where you're like, Warner Brothers was like, no, we can't have two of the same villains at any one time because fans will get confused. Is that why Two-Face isn't in Arkham Asylum? Is because that came out the same year as The Dark Knight and Two-Face is in The Dark Knight?
That's exactly why.
That's fucking wild. I just now made that connection. That's the only reason that villain's probably not in that game, huh?
Oh, Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth is what it's called. Originally published October of 1989. Throwing that out there.
Okay.
It's just that they think people are dumber than they actually are.
Right, but I just also realized I'm like, Joker's in that game. And Joker's in Dark Knight. Where the fuck is the other one, dude?
Great question.
Okay. Let's figure this out. Jesus Christ, this guy getting the shit kicked out of him. Where is he at?
Hey, you poor bastard. What is that shiny thing right there?
That is
That's
a camera.
Okay.
It's the freaking bat.
Would you rather get frozen by Mr. Freeze or get kicked in the face by Batman? Well, it's easy logic. I hate being cold, so I'm gonna get kicked in the fucking head by Batman. Please tell me you've seen that.
No! That's so funny, though.
I think that's
Dude,
actual.
your impression of the voice is pretty spot on, too. It's like, oh, it's pretty obvious. I'd rather get hit in the head by the freaking bat.
I fucking love these
Funny
games,
as
dude.
shit, dude. I saw a picture of Joe Rogan in like a fucking ice bath. He's like sitting there like this, and he's like fucking his face all like clenched up and shit because he's in an ice bath. And someone commented, he's like, Joe Rogan looks like one of the henchmen in fucking Arkham that says, it's the freaking bat.
Bars. I do love Rogan.
Oh, shit, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Poisoned the bat.
I wouldn't mind, I've talked about this in Asylum, but I wouldn't mind doing some more
is that it right
extracurricular reading on the Batman, because there's a lot of very obscure stories out there. You know, whether that be in comic form, but, you know, very much also, I mean, there's books out there.
No, that's gotta be a different thing. You think these guys are watching them like, we'll kick your ass after you're done solving that riddle. We're gonna see if you got the brains for it.
One of the guys leans over, is like, you think he's gonna do it?
He's like, they're like, what, you want to fight? And he's like, I'll be with you in a moment. It's like, all right, we'll let you solve your little puzzle.
I kind of just want to see him get it done. Yeah, there's a lot of material out there.
Fuck.
You fucking jag off. Okay.
I know I fucked up. My bad, Chief. I let you down.
You really did. Ugh. Gosh. Just takes it. Just takes himself out. Like, well,
out of the fucking... Okay, here we go.
We call that the Kurt Cobain.
Oh, fuck.
Just puts a batarang in his mouth.
Something's
In my ass. Come
Oh,
on.
fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Funny, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, I was going to say this a while ago, but
Go for it.
I wish Arkham Origins, instead of choosing to focus on pre-Arkham City... Oh, shit.
Oh, it's a fucking...
Okay, so you gotta
Do
go
that
right
one first.
Yeah. Maybe even so much so where you hit that one first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of Arkham Origins focusing on pre-Arkham City, I would have liked for them to focus on Blackgate instead and like flesh out that a lot more. I think that would have been interesting. Because I think some of the best parts of Arkham Origins was like, you know, fucking around with Blackgate. Oh, come on, baby. Yeah, look at this guy. Oh, he fucking did it.
We'll let you get. We'll let you go. We'll give you a pass.
Good shit.
Good shit, B.
Oh, is there a guy next to you? Okay, I thought
that
I
guy's
saw
getting the
someone
shit-
go to jump you or
There's a
something.
guy over here getting the shit kicked out of him, right? Or
Bro's
keep
just
hearing a guy
screaming
scream.
Bloody Mary.
Oh, this guy right here.
You just go to beat the shit out of this henchman dude's like, can you keep it down? I'm trying to focus over here.
It's like, Batman, you don't understand. I'm paying him to beat me up.
I get off on this
I'm
shit.
into this.
This-
What?
This is my me time. This is how I get away.
This is my me time.
This is how I get away from the wife. The old ball and chain, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm a man dressed as a bat, and this is weird for me.
Somehow you're making this awkward for me,
Somehow,
bro.
I can't understand this.
Man, Origins. Origins is okay. It's very much the Dark Souls 2 of the Batman games, where it's like, you know, out of context, it's still an okay game, but in context of like all this good shit that Rocksteady's produced, that's why it looks so bad. Save for the performance issues. Because I mean, I had a nightmare with them on PC. And this guy was playing the game on PS3, so hats off to you, good sir.
Oh my god, there was one point where doing what I just did on Origins in the PS3, I shit you not, it would get down to like 5 FPS. It's like you just stutter like flying around this. I'm like, dude.
Well, Origins was between console generations as well. So, I mean, they might have really been banking on that next gen. Oh, is there something around the corner? Yeah, you're just supposed to, yep. Wait, what?
I think I fucked up. Oh, I'm doing it too fast. I got this, hold on.
I believe in you. You're a smart cook. Too hard for you, Batman? Shut up, Riddler.
I was never good at timing.
Fuck, what was I even talking about? I never did like hopscotch.
No, we're talking about Origins, we're talking about frame rate issues.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was between console generations, I believe, because it was right as the Xbox One and stuff was coming into the picture. It could have been a case where it was really developed for the next gen, but it's like, oh, hey.
That's true.
Might be.
Or they just weren't given the assets that Rocksteady were. Like, as far as, like, the funding behind it. You know, they're like, here's the tools with the engine, but we're not going to give you the same amount, because it's a different developer, right?
Yeah, Warner Brothers Montreal. Funny thing too is I listened to the interview with I forget his Ben Mates is his name.
Okay.
I listened to a interview of him talking about Origins, and he was just like, you know, I feel like we offer, you know, a lot of you know, mechanics and gadget changes and, you know, good story that we really feel as if we fit in nicely to the Arkham universe. I'm like, you're so full of shit, dude.
Well, they have to sell their games somehow. You can just always tell when someone's genuine and someone's just doing
Bro,
PR. Like,
he's just throwing buzzwords at the camera. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, nice, way to go. Can we just agree I'm more clever than...
you didn't even finish your statement. Loser.
Yeah, how fucking clever can you be?
Clever than what? A brick wall. Bat puns.
Oh, there was a dumb joke. I think this might have been tied to a comic. I don't know. But I think the Batman's telling the Joker a joke. And he's trying to make the Joker laugh or something like that. I forget the context. But Batman's like, you know, I would take the Batmobile into my mechanic and I would ask him to change the battery, and the mechanic said to me, "What's a re?" So dumb.
What the fuck?
Something like that. But obviously,
This
because
super dad joke.
yeah, we got some upgrades, young man.
This is true.
Heat signature, back claw and disarm. That's pretty good.
Oh, power. Wait, hold on. Okay.
Wonder how many upgrades do we have? We have one more? No. Wait.
I don't think so. But I do think that we can go do this now. It's the freaking bat!
Oh my! I like.
The boss said that we can't go back inside till we take out the bat.
Something that was a little weird to me was that.
How dumb these henchmen sound.
No, I was thinking about the Pattinson's Batman, where I guess Batman has been working with the GCPD for 2 years, but it feels much closer to like 2 weeks. Because like you'd think interacting with Batman for 2 years, you know, there'd be some
2 years, they'd be like, all right, like he's a vigilante, but how many fucking crimes has this guy helped us solve? Or like, but they're like, no, fuck this guy. We're gonna fucking bag him next time we see him. I mean, I don't know.
Also, it seems as if like one, Gordon's the only one used to him, but we also don't know how long Batman has actually been in operation for. Because he's just working with the GCPD for 2 years.
Even then, working with the GCPD
working with
is
Gordon.
more like Gordon. Yeah, I was gonna say no one else really.
Which I still like the movie. I'm not
What,
in
the
love
Batman?
with, oh yeah, I like the movie.
I like the movie a lot.
I'm not in love with the movie, but I like it. I think it's good.
It's just tough to fuck. I need to rewatch it, but every time I want to rewatch it, I'm like, it's 3 hours long.
I have no problem with that.
I don't have a problem with a movie being 3 hours long. It's just that, like, rewatching it is just like I have to make a day almost out of it.
I feel like I need my movies to be beefier.
Sure.
Because that way I get more invested in the world. I feel like I hate more, like, just a shade over an hour, like an hour 30 movies, because like you don't get the full scope of anything that's going on. And if you're building a whole world to deploy Batman in, you need
that's true
some fucking 3 hours. And if you like, myself included, I compare this the Batman to a whole trilogy, which the Batman definitely pulls things from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
It pulls some beats, it pulls some elements and stuff like that. But the way that the Dark Knight deploys Batman is so like well padded out. Like it feels like, and in that same breath, it's why I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely have the Batman be 3 hours.
Do you think Christian Bale is the best live action Batman?
Probably. I feel like I've definitely probably said yes before.
I like Robert Pattinson's suit the best out of all the live action ones. I think he just looks cool. And I actually don't think his Batman's too bad. His Bruce Wayne's a little too emo whiny for me. I hope they do a better job with Bruce Wayne in the next Batman movie, but
I like that Bale plays up that billionaire playboy.
Yeah, Bale does a way better Bruce Wayne. Pretty solid Batman too, actually. I like his Batman too, but his suit is a little too like. It's almost like the guy's too ripped for that suit, dude. His like fucking face is spilling out of the mask sometimes, where I'm like, yo, like, it's a bit much.
What's the difference between me and you?
No, we're not keeping. No, we're not keeping.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Robert Pattinson's Batman voice wasn't a little over dramatic like that.
Yeah,
His helmet looks cool. The fight scenes were cool in the Batman movie.
I half agree.
You didn't like the fight scenes?
I think they're fine. I think they're serviceable, but Pattinson's Batman doesn't come across, and maybe it's a case, it's a different take on Batman, but it doesn't come across that he's been trained by like a League of Assassins or something like that. He seems more like a brawler. He takes too many hits for my taste.
He does take a lot of hits. But I did like that scene in the nightclub where he goes to confront Penguin and he kicks the shit out of all those guys. And Penguin's like, okay, you want to talk? Let's talk. You know what I'm talking about?
I like it and I don't like it.
Really?
Because all that Pattinson's Batman has shown us for combat is that he has one approach and it's through the front door.
Just walking through the front door? Yeah.
The Batman is so much more than that. Like, in in the Dark Knight, like there's a fight in the club as well. I don't know if I think it's actually Batman Begins that happens. And but Batman dispatches these thugs effortlessly, like without getting hit. And if he does get hit, like it's in service of something else. And in like the Dark Knight, he uses his gadgets to the best of his ability. He uses stealth. He uses he really plays with the shadows.
I
More
think
tactical.
Matt Reeves' approach to this trilogy he's going to do, because he's doing a trilogy with these films, is that he wants the audience to think that way about Batman on this first film, because I think his plan is to have him evolve into the Batman we know by the time we get to the third film. You know? Like, as far as Christopher Nolan's trilogy goes, like, we saw how Batman became the master of his combat right away at the beginning when he was training, right?
Yeah.
We don't really see any of that in this Matt Reeves one, but I think it's because he wants it to be like he's kind of learning in the field as he's doing it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, his combat's not as like effective and not as like intelligent as we come to know Batman to be, but he will be. He will get to that point. You know, like that's why I'm hoping on the Batman Part 2 we'll see a more, more like billionaire version of Bruce Wayne. We'll see a better, more tightened, refined Batman because of the way the film ended. You know what I mean? The way the film ended is he realized that he didn't want to be just vengeance, because remember they kept calling him vengeance in the film, and he realized that was making people fear him. And it was a metaphor for both him being, when he like turned on the flare and went down there and saved the people in that building, it was more of a metaphor for he needs to be the beacon of light for those people. He needs to be looked at as not like a vigilante that defeats people, and more as someone that people can trust in. And I think that message was really strong for that particular take on Batman, because it sets up for the second film for him now having that understanding at the end of that film, for him to be the Batman that we want him to be in the second one.
Once again,
Although I think everything you said was valid. I think everything that you said is valid. I just think it was intentional, you know what I mean?
as for so with that, if Batman is going to evolve on that front as far as becoming more proficient, more of a clean Batman, more strategic and whatnot, it really brings into the question once again of how long has he actually been doing this for?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because if he's been doing this for upwards of, let's say, maybe 5 years, and 2 of them he's working with the GCPD, maybe it's less, maybe, I don't know. I would like that established.
Yeah. No, even if it is like 2 years, like you say it is, then yeah, I get that. Because I'm the same way. I'm like, how is it the GCPD haven't figured out, like, okay, Batman's helping us. We shouldn't work against him. We should work with him. Because clearly this guy knows what the fuck he's doing, right? And then 2, it's also like 2 years and you're still kind of like
At odds with each
bumbling
other.
around as Batman, still not quite certain what your identity as this vigilante is.
Well, once again, 2
You know what I mean?
2 years just with GCPD. He could
Right.
he could have been doing the Batman gig before that
That's
and just
true.
operating in the shadows,
That's true.
which would call into question more of how is he not more of a solid Batman?
Right, but I think the only like, I'm not saying that you're not wrong for thinking that as a Batman fan. I just think the director Matt Reeves was looking at it more like, I just want to have Batman be like, I don't want the audience to hone in on that. I want them to hone in on the fact that he's a new Batman and we're seeing him learn how to become Batman in real time in this trilogy as he is in the field being Batman. And I think that's a cool idea, but if you're going to do that idea, then you need to respect your own backstory in that sense. Okay, he's been doing it for 2 years. Like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I agree with you, you know?
I've definitely prefaced it too before of like, maybe it's just a different take, and I think that is the case here. We just really need to like smooth out some of our rougher edges and just refine things a bit more. Not necessarily with the combat or anything, because if you want this Batman to maybe be more of a brawler, that's fine. But you're gonna get the most backlash from the most hardcore fans saying that's not my Batman. That's not who Batman is to me.
I mean, you know me, I feel that way about Star Wars, where I'm like, okay, I
Sure.
get that we're trying to do some new things with these characters, and I like the ideas, but you're not respecting the lore that came before it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about the sequel trilogy, where I was like, these are cool ideas that they're doing, but they're kind of like brushing away the 6 films that came before it. You know what I mean? I'm like,
not even just the films too. Like, there's integral properties outside of Star Wars and the films that were considered canon, but because this new trilogy is coming along, it kind of stunts any potential of that stuff coming to light being away, or coming to light away.
yeah,
Like, Darth Vader has an apprentice. That's not gonna happen.
right.
Fucking, what you were telling me with the Luke clone,
Yeah, from the Heir to the Empire trilogy.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's so many cool things you could have done or you could have pulled from, but this new trilogy is just kind of pushing away any potential of that happening.
I think Star Wars still has the potential to make a comeback as far as like making things right with its fans. It just needs to get the fuck away from the Skywalker saga,
Ooh,
dude.
boy.
That's really what it needs to do. Like,
You guys should fund this guy. 'Cause,
I wrote a fucking entire trilogy that sounds like Dragon Ball Saiyan saga.
but I mean, you kind of understand where I'm coming from with Origins and Spider-Man 2, of just like, I could have wrote it better. Like, fuck. And it takes a lot for people to actually put their money where their mouth is and actually commit to it. Because it's easy to talk. Talk is cheap.
Sure.
But when you either go out of your way to, put in the work to actually do some writing, or at least talk at length about your idea and have it be a solid idea, that's where that's the difference.
Right.
Get it, son? Look at who's tapping in, bro. Let's go.
A little bit.
Got to talk about Star Wars, huh? What's going on, huh?
You get me on a roll about something I fucking love.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Interrogate this motherfucker. Talk to him.
Do you realize how many bones you've got left for me to break?
What did Anakin say to Palpatine in Episode 3? I don't know. I've never seen the prequels. Wrong answer. Just
Fuck. Big Star Wars fan, by the way.
Oh man, as much as I love the sesh, I think we're gonna have to make it. We're gonna have to call it a video.
Oh, you got to
After this guy.
Yeah. You fucking folded, dude.
That was fucking fun, dude. It's been a minute since we've done this, so it's a great time to do it. Every time we do it, it seems like, and I really hope that we can continue to do this more and have it be have there not be so much of a gap in between sessions like this, because I really love fucking doing this, especially this game. What a vibe, huh?
Yeah. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, check out the rest of the channel. You guys, you liked it. You love it. So check out the rest of the channel and see all the rest of the good-ass content we have for you. And in the description, if you're loving us even more, you can check out not just me, but this guy right here at CodeMeisterP or CodeMeister_P, depending on where you're looking.
And please check out this guy over here, XG_Center, G_Sen, and go check out his Crouch Block channel, guys. Please, he does retrospectives. He just put one out for Never Back Down. You guys should go check that out and support him as well. And thanks for watching the video.
Peace. What I really meant to say.